What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by my music. It is available anywhere you listen to or stream songs under the name Aftersound. Would appreciate if you go check it out and show some support. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump into the topic of this video, which is, would you play this game for only cosmetics and skins? Now, okay, I want to walk you through my line of thought here. Okay, and this is just hypothetical. I'm not saying that this is where I want even the game to go or that the team is going to go. All I'm saying is, in the future, we know that the team is working on skins, cosmetics. They want that to be a larger part, and they want the cosmetics to be, you know, a different kind of aspect where maybe not functional. They're not going to change the cards, but they could have different bonuses or things like that that would be helpful and that would be desirable, and that you'd be able to level up these different skins, right? Now, the thing is, the skins would offer no benefit in game, but they would still be NFTs, right? So here's the way that I'm viewing it. Okay, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a two-step process here. First step, just to broaden this out. Okay, when I came from more of a Web 2 background, and I was playing a lot of games, like, for example, I always talk about Fortnite here, which kind of made me realize, right, playing Fortnite and Splinterlands at roughly the same time made me realize, you know, the value of Web3 and the value of NFTs and why they could be so popular, right? Because I saw just how much people worked so hard for certain skins in the game, right? Like skins, cosmetics, they would pay for them, they would buy them, they would grind, and then all of a sudden, like, those skins would be on sale, like, a week later or a month later, and people would be devastated, right? Like, oh, I grinded for this one, and now people can just buy it for $7.99 or whatever it is. So I saw that, it made sense, it clicked, and this is why I still think, you know, skins and cosmetics can be a huge part of Web3, and I'm glad that Splinterlands is moving that direction. So, with that being the context, right, of the first phase of this, understanding how the Web 2 kind of mindset applies, where it's not going to impact gameplay, right? So this is just something where you get to show off in game, you get to build up your collection, maybe you get some bonuses on rewards, bonuses on land, bonuses in guilds, I don't know, whatever it ends up being, but it doesn't actually affect gameplay, meaning that, you know, it's not like you're getting cards. And this is where I want to flip it over to Splinterlands, because one of the things that I've talked about in the past is, right now we have an issue where nobody buys cards. Nobody needs to buy cards because we get a ton of them for free just from playing the game, right? I made a video, I don't know, a couple months back, kind of focusing in on this, because I was like, why would people buy cards if you can just earn cards in the game? And these cards, like the Soulbound reward cards for Chaos Legion and now for Rebellion, are so damn good. Like, they're so good that they can carry your team in many ways. And for many players, you can just keep on collecting these cards and kind of playing forever, right? Always in modern, always in whatever, with just, you know, a minimal amount of investment into cards. So again, I'm not looking at this from a player standpoint. And I know that's where most of us are. I'm not looking at this from an investor standpoint. I'm looking at this from a team revenue standpoint. How does the team create a sustainable business? Now, there is there's many ways for them to do it, right? And this is, I'm not saying that this is the only way. I think, you know, some kind of subscription model, some kind of battle pass, all those types of things, fantastic. But if we're just looking at cards, you can't sell a product and then give away an equal and maybe in sometimes better, some cases like better product, right, for free in the game as rewards. So again, I'm not saying that Splinterlands is going to shift. I'm not saying that I want them to shift. All I'm saying is, what would happen? Would you play this game if the rewards you received were cosmetics and skins, and they had kind of like the same elements to them where you could level them up and they could do different things at different levels? Again, they don't impact gameplay, but they can offer boosts and rewards, maybe get you into some cool, you know, clubs. I don't know, like Discord rooms or something like that. I don't know. They could do a lot not items and spells, but you know, cosmetics and skins. They would be NFTs, so these would still be tradable, but, you know, it would be different than, you know, cards. So it would just be whatever people wanted to pay for them, whatever utility could be given to these skins, rather than, you know, them being cards. So again, I know that, and I'm sure this is going to rub people the wrong way because a lot of my videos have been spicy lately. So I'm trying to push the envelope here. What I'm trying to get at is, if we continue to give away cards for free, that does not seem sustainable to me, right? We saw it exploited when the cards were not soulbound. Now that the cards are soulbound, it's working a little bit better, but nobody's buying Rebellion, right? And here's the thing, a totally fair argument, right? That it could be something where the team needs to lower the prices, right? It's too difficult to get into the game. But I'm telling you, for the folks that are here that should be buying Rebellion, like myself, why am I not buying Rebellion? Why are a lot of other people not buying Rebellion? It's because we don't have to, right? For the longest time, Chaos Legion was still dominant in the modern meta, and now I'm getting a bunch of Rebellion cards. So I can just go and pick and choose, rent some Rebellion summoners here and there, and eventually I probably will get a couple of Rebellion cards, choice Rebellion cards. But, you know, obviously we're also in a very unique time for the game, so I want to recognize that. This is probably a time where, you know, capitulation, which has been happening for the past 2 years, right? But capitulation has seen, you know, even the staunchest of supporters leave over the past couple of months, while we are on the precipice of what could potentially be another bull run, right? So it's just an odd time in general. So maybe we do get to a position where all of a sudden in 3-6 months from now, SPS is, you know, multiples higher, and all of a sudden people are spending in the game because they all of a sudden believe again, right? And then we don't have this problem. Maybe we don't, right? I don't know what it'll end up being, but I'm just trying to put out that idea of, if you were to play only for cosmetics and skins, right? So stuff that is not playable in game, but has a whole different kind of ecosystem and meta and strategy to it. Not specific to the auto battler, but maybe as part of land, maybe as part of guilds, maybe as part of whatever they try to do in the future, right? Other potential different game modes. That is the question. If they were to move in that direction so that cards, we wouldn't be flooded with so many cards at the same time. And therefore, cards would be something where, hey, if you want to play the game, you got to either buy them off of other players, or you got to go and, pay revenue to the team, right? And in one way or another, right, it's still beneficial, but it's a very streamlined effect. It's not like, oh, you can just come in, rent cards for, you know, super cheap, rent cards and rent SPS for super cheap, build up your Soulbound collection, to a certain level, maybe buy or rent a couple summoners, and then just let your thing ride in modern or wild forever, right? Like essentially what you could do. And again, with wild, you'll still be able to do that, but you would have had to buy the cards, not earn the cards. So hopefully that's making sense for you guys. Again, I'm just curious to get people's opinions on here. And I know this is very open-ended because we don't really know what the cosmetics and skins, platform is going to do. We just know that the team is focused on it, and they're trying to get it out. I don't even know if they gave a time frame, but hopefully by the end of the year. So this might be something that could come up in a future town hall or just in the general conversation with the team. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. That is all I have in this video. Otherwise, I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.